Okay guys, so for doing my astro photos, you've seen inside a video before, this is the camera I'll be using. It's a Canon 60D. As I mentioned in my early video, this camera has been astro modified. I'm going to try it first with this kit lens, just because it has the widest field of view, but it's not really the best lens to be using. It's a telephoto lens. You really want to be using primary lens, but the only primary I have is a 50mm. So we'll give it a try with this. Let's see what happens. Just to the other thing here on top, this is the receiver for the intervalometer that I have. Basically just a remote shutter. And just to show you the settings here. If it'll show me the settings. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that guys. So you can see here, so you have the camera set to manual. So everything is manual. You have to have this set to manual. You set your dial to manual as well. If you can see there, you have to shift from autofocus to manual focus. You also have to turn your stabilizer off. I'm going to set between 25 and 30 seconds. I'll probably set it to 30 seconds. This lens is the lowest f number I can get in this lens is 3.5, so that's what I have it set at. And I have the ISO set to 3200. So these are the ones I'm going to use. These are the ones I'm going to use just as my first go around. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay guys, sorry about the wind. So yep, set up out here on just on the patio tonight. Shooting, or will be shooting over in that direction. That direction is where the Milky Way should be vertical, or close to vertical. It's about 10 after 10 now, so probably in about another 2 hours or so. So as you can see, I don't have the camera on a mount or anything. Just got it on a tripod. So I know this is going to be blurry on this camera. The moon looks huge, but it's actually not. It's just overexposed. It's just a crescent moon tonight. But beautiful evening. Like I said, a little bit windy, but very, very, very nice evening out. So another hour or so I will turn off the patio lights and let my eyes get adjusted a bit, and then we'll have to find a star to set the focus on the camera. Again, you have to do all that manually, and then once that's done, it's just a matter of waiting till it's in the right position, and then should be good to go. So hopefully when I come back I'll have a picture or two. Okay guys, so as you can see on the screen here, was pretty much total failure on the photos last night. This was Tuesday night that I took the picture. So I made a couple of mistakes. The most obvious one is it's completely out of focus. The stars should be pinpoint. They're actually like cotton balls. So I think what happened, well, it was my first time trying to set the focus at night, so there is that. But also, I think when I was taking the lens cap off the camera, I struck the focus ring and kicked it out of focus even more. And I didn't go back and check it. So you can see, here's my pointer here, you can see the Milky Way here, the Milky Way cloud band. You can see it there. So if it was better in focus, it would be better to see as well. Also, as I mentioned, I showed you the position of the moon. Even though it was a crescent moon, you could still tell, even though the picture was taken at about 12 o'clock at night, it looks like daylight. Ideally, you don't want any moon in the sky at all. And as well, you know, the Milky Way is here, the moon was just like over here, just off the screen. So it's quite close to what I was trying to take a picture of. So I should have played with the settings as well, the ISO settings and the shutter speed, but I didn't do that. So those were, I think, the two major things that I had going on here. The biggest being the focus. The light, I mean, you could go in and do some adjustments on the photos. You could stack the photos as well to get the lighting better and stuff like that. But the focusing, there is nothing you can do with that. So it's pointless to even go in and try and fix that. So it was a couple of lessons learned for sure. So yeah, like I said, I should have, when I looked at it on the screen of the camera, each time I took a picture, it didn't look too bad on the small screen, but when I actually download and put it on the computer, of course, you can see. And I'll just show you, just give me a second here now. And I can just show you the effect that the moon actually has. I did turn the camera just a little bit to get the moon in the frame, but I left the settings the same. And you can see here's the railing on my deck, and you can see it's just like daylight. So this is a crescent moon, completely blown out, of course, and it's so much so that this looks to me like a lens flare on the camera just from the moonlight. From a crescent moon, it's not even a full moon. So yeah, and I did have, when I was taking pictures of the moon, I did play with the shutter speed. I didn't change the ISO, so I mean, a little bit better. I mean, again, there's nothing you can do to fix the focus, but just playing with the shutter speed, you know, the pictures did get better. Now I am happy that, you know, all the stars that the camera was picking up, even though they're not pinpoint. The fact that you can see the outline of the horizon and stuff, I really like that as well. And here's the final one. So there were, like I said, lessons learned. It was a good session. It was my very first time trying this, so it was, yeah, like I said, if everything was in focus, I could play with it and probably get a decent picture out of it, but the focus is just so bad. And the next time I try it, Friday night, tomorrow night, I think. Friday night, yeah, it's supposed to be partly clear, so I may try it again tomorrow night. The only thing with tomorrow is the moon is going to be almost full, and it's going to be even closer to where the Milky Way comes up than it was last night or Tuesday night. So the pictures I take, if I take any pictures tomorrow night, it will be solely just to try and get my focus better. yeah, there's just going to be too much moonlight, I think, tomorrow to do a really good photo. But here in Newfoundland, I mean, I already had to wait about 2 or 3 weeks just to get a clear night. So we're in a pattern here. We're having, even on clear sunny days, we're getting cloudy nights. So I don't know how long, much longer that's going to continue, but I'm hoping to get hopefully a few photos in tomorrow night and to work a bit more on the focus. So anyways, guys, starting to ramble on. Like I said, as you can see by the title, first session, I would call it a complete failure, actually, but something to show anyways. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you stay tuned.